everyone! Do you know how you can tell if something is living? If I ask, how are you doing today? And you answer, the fact that you can be doing a certain way means that you are living. But how can we know if other things are living? Today, I am going to talk about some of the characteristics of life and compare how living and non-living things do or do not meet them. What is the biggest difference between a bumblebee and an airplane? Well, one meets all of the characteristics of life, while the other does not. First, let's consider nutrition. Although one is living and the other is not living, both bumblebees and airplanes require some kind of nutrition. Since bumblebees are an animal and can't make their own food, they get nutrition from the pollen of flowers and other plants. Similarly, airplanes can't make their own nutrients, and they get a special fuel from gas. Have you ever thought about how gas is like a form of nutrition? The next characteristic of life that we can compare is excretion. Like you and I, bumblebees undergo the process of nutrition by eating food through their mouth, which moves to their stomach for excretion. Once the food is digested, they excrete the waste. Can you imagine how small their systems must be? In contrast, airplanes don't have mouths, but they still take a fuel through gas, and it runs through the engine and exits out their systems as exhaust. Both bumblebees and airplanes excrete, but they do so in different ways. Finally, bumblebees and airplanes differ in one important life process. While a bumblebee reproduces, an airplane does not. This process, reproduction, is necessary for living creatures in order to continue into the future. For bumblebees, reproduction means mating and laying eggs. On the other hand, airplanes cannot reproduce on their own, and they only continue if people or machines keep making them. Have you ever seen a birth? In conclusion, you can see that airplanes are not considered living, while bumblebees are. Though bumblebees and airplanes both undergo the processes of nutrition and excretion, bumblebees reproduce while airplanes do not. I hope you learned something new about the difference between things that are living and things that are non-living. Next time you see something new and interesting, maybe you can run through the checklist in your head of things that are living and non-living and consider whether or not it meets the characteristics of life. Thank you for listening.